Hi lads, welcome back to another match review for the 2018 Russia World Cup. Today we have Serbia versus Switzerland in, a very tight match going into it. Everyone looking as if, they are quite tight teams, and a good result for either team really sets them up to go through to the next round. Obviously Switzerland win 4 points and Serbia win, they qualify with 6 points. So it was all to play for, and Serbia came out straight for the start, the better team. In the 4th minute, it got crossed into Mitrovic. He outmuscled his man, got a header in, and Sommer saved it. Then got played back out. The Switzerland defender lost it. Tadic had it, cut onto his left foot, swung it in. Well, kind of floated it in towards Mitrovic. He jumped higher than his man, headed it, and into the back of the net. 1-0 to Serbia in the 5th minute. It was quite a good goal, but you could just tell from that Mitrovic winning the first 2 headers that he was going to give the Swiss defenders a really tough game. So yeah, 1-0 to Serbia, and I didn't get to see their first game, so I don't know what they were like then, but they seem to play a lot like Iceland. They're quite solid in defence, quite solid in midfield, and they have the striker up front which they kind of regularly punt it up to, and well, it works for them because Mitrovic is a good striker, can hold up the ball, can bring other players into play, and he done that a few times. One time he chested it down with an overhead kick, unlucky. He had a header from just the edge of the box which he could have kept down a bit more, but he failed to. One time he headed it down to Dusan Tadic at the edge of the box. He hit it. It was quite similar to where Eriksson scored his goal against Australia. It was outside the box, bouncing up, and he kind of cut under it, but he just couldn't keep it down. So there were a couple decent chances for Serbia, which Mitrovic was really involved in, and I thought he had a great game, Mitrovic, and it only got more unlucky for him into the second half, but we'll get into that. Switzerland had their own few chances. I'm not sure who it was, but they played a 1-2 with Jamali, and obviously played it back to Jamali, chipped it through, and he got his right toe onto it, and Stojkovic made a good save for Serbia. Like, a really good save. It was a really good chance for Switzerland to score. I think that might have been their only chance in the first half to actually get a goal, or their only clear-cut chance, and Serbia had obviously the goal, the header before the goal, and the shot from Dusan Tadic. Also a corner whipped in from Kolarov, I think, and Tosic in the middle, diving header, free header, and he completely missed the ball. He must have shut his eye. Like, he must have shut his eye, because he literally 6-yard box, and no one near him, free header, and he just missed the ball completely. Failed to Matic at the back post, but he obviously expected his mate to score an open net. Not an open net, but if you get any sort of contact for the air, it's going to be a goal. So yeah, Serbia went into the break 1-0, and they were pretty good. Obviously their tactics worked. They had it was like 70-30 possession in favour of Switzerland. Obviously that doesn't matter, as Serbia know their tactics and they stuck to them. They play solid and they play direct. So yeah, Switzerland were kind of poor in the first half. They took off their striker. I can't remember what their striker is called, but the one that their number 9 that they usually play, and then they put on another striker, hoping that he will make runs in behind and bring more to the team for Switzerland. So their luck changed as 5 minutes into the second half, came out to Xherdan Shaqiri on the attack for Switzerland. He cut inside, had a shot on his left foot, and it got blocked. Great block by the Serbian player, but then it came out to Granit Xhaka, and we all know what he can do with Arsenal, so he done it today, smashed it from outside the box into the far corner. Great, what a strike it was, what a rocket it was by Granit Xhaka. But one thing that bothered me, Branislav Ivanovic, meant to be a great international, Chelsea legend, but he turns his back on a ball. Not even turns his back, he hit the deck when Granit Xhaka was hitting that. It looks as if he's going in for the block. He ducks away from it. If he's going to go in for the block, he would stand up, maybe turn like that, but he would stand up, the majority of the front of his body facing the ball. No, whole back turned and hit the deck, trying to reduce the chance of blocking it by all means, so he doesn't get a wee sting, so the ball doesn't hit him and it hurts for a few seconds. He's playing for his nation. He should take one right in the stomach. If you play for your nation and you want to fight for your nation, you should be taking one in the stomach. If that's what it takes, one in the stomach every game, an absolute rocket, and take it for your nation. You know, it's simple. He shouldn't be playing otherwise. I know he's a good player, but if you're not going to put your heart and soul into it, what's the point? So yeah, that was 1-1 with Switzerland. With a good goal by Xhaka. And yeah, Switzerland really turned on the Jets. They were coming forward quite a lot. They didn't really pull off a lot of saves from the Serbian keeper. The striker that they brought on, Granovic, something like that. He had a couple chances, 1-on-1, but put it side netting, but he was offside, and then another one where it got headed down to him, and he took it down, and the keeper saved it, but it was offside again, so that didn't really matter. Also a great chance, not even, it was a half chance, at the corner of the box, Xherdan Shaqiri, he got tackled, had his back to goal, swivelled with it, first time, hit it right into the top corner, except it just hit the joint of the bar and the post, and went out for a goal kick. Really unlucky by Xherdan Shaqiri. I thought he played well today, and Serbia had a very controversial moment, Mitrovic including. So let me explain this one. So if the ball gets crossed into the box and you've got the Serbian player and two Swiss players, one's not looking at the ball, one is bear hugging him from his front, one has his hands on the back, has his hands on the shoulders of the Serbian player, of Mitrovic, and the ref somehow gives a free kick against Mitrovic. Tell me how that makes sense. Tell me how that's professional refereeing. Like, you'd be mad at that if you saw that at amateur football. Like, literally, two players sandwiching Mitrovic, not as if he's just in between them. Both of them were grabbing onto him like mad. Both of them rugby tackled him to the ground, and the ref gave a free kick against Mitrovic. It's crazy how stupid that decision was. And yeah, should have been a penalty by Mitrovic. Once again, what are VAR doing? Why aren't... It's unreal the amount of decisions that they've failed to make not today in this World Cup. It's crazy because it's brought in to make the game better. It's only making it worse. If a team scores, then they always have it in the back of their mind that it's going to be disallowed. And sometimes, I mean, a disallowed goal, yes, you don't want to be cheated out of a goal, but when every single goal you score might get disallowed, it's gonna be quite annoying. Also, they're obviously not checking every single situation, every single tackle, because there's been so many chances, there's been so many times in this World Cup already where a player has been taken out blatantly and stonewall penalty. The ref hasn't given it, and VAR has done nothing about it. It's shocking. It's no improvement to the game. At first, I was kind of with VAR, thinking it would be better, but it's absolutely shocking the way it is. The referees in the studio need to really up their game, because that's shocking. They're getting replays, slow mos all over the place, and they're still making wrong decisions. Like, come on. So yeah, Serbia should have got a penalty, and I can't recall any other chances they really had in the second half. Mitrovic was still a threat, but not as much as what he was in the first half. Switzerland were getting better, most of their stuff coming through Shaqiri. Embolo looks like a bit of a donkey when he came on, but also he created some, he was involved in some good attacks. But yeah, it was like, in the last 10 minutes, it was like the Swiss would put on the pressure, then it would switch to the Serbians putting on the pressure, then keep going. But one time, Serbia had a corner, got cleared up, and played through to Shaqiri, one-on-one with the defender. The defender stepped up, right? Shaqiri was in his own half. The defender decided to step up, try and play him offside. something's not right there. You can't be offside in your own half. So what the defender was doing was so stupid. Shaqiri then beat him for pace, went through and slotted it under the keeper. 2-1 with only 30 seconds to play of 90 minutes and win Switzerland the game. And yes, so Switzerland won 2-1. They could have scored another couple. They went on a counter attack, but they just kind of wasted it. Embolo, there was something at the end. He crossed it in, got headed back out. He let it go out for a throw in. He was just kind of standing about, just swaggering. Then the Serbian player came in and got it before it got out, and then Embolo tried to meg the defender, and it went out for a corner. So obviously his attitude, there's something wrong with his attitude. The Swiss players were getting mad at him. Rightfully so. I mean, he's just kind of swaggering about the pitch, like, why? But yeah, so Switzerland went 2-1. It was quite a good game for two teams, that are going to be tight and not really known for their exciting football. But it was a good game. Leave down below in the comments what you thought of the game, and I'm excited for tomorrow's action and Sunday's action, so it should be good. And leave a like if you did like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.